A lot of alliance-based things in MCOC are getting buffs. Let's go over this. Hello everybody, welcome to another, I think this might be the last one I'm recording, of the live stream roadmap kind of deep dive. As I said in that particular, oh look, Professor Potato was subscribed. What a time. Look, as I said when I was covering this, we did a quick reaction, 13-minute reaction. But there was a hell of a lot of things to deep dive. So hopefully you've been keeping up to date with some of the content I've been putting out and doing coverage of this, because it's mega. Right, so one of the big things that's happening, not just August, by the way, the live stream, if I remember, I'll put a link in the description. I don't know if I did for some of the videos that I've posted for this. But yeah, it's over on Twitch. It may be uploaded to YouTube at some point. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, July is going to see a persistent placement phase being put out. That's the first thing with Alliance War. And just for those that aren't really interested in watching this video right the way through to the end, quick infographic on screen right now for you. Just kind of go over the stuff so you can see right there. Let's put a bit of better framing really, just so that, it's kind of more neater to where I am. I'm not getting any neater. Whatever, it's there. Okay, so for those that do not care so much to kind of watch the full aspect of the video. Alliance War, Persistent War, no champ lock, use in content, relics allowed in Alliance Wars, new Alliance Wars map, loyalty store buff, Alliance gifting event, September, October, AQ super season, Solo and ally month event, which will include battleground stuff, new AQ map and new AQ setup. Right, okay, for that's for those. Let's go into these things in a bit more detail and go over some of the stuff that Kabam mentioned. So, as we said, this has got a release window of, first of all, July has the persistent placement. Then in August, you'll be able to do Relics live in the Alliance for Alliance War, which is a bit of a weird thing. And then in September, we've got new Alliance Wars map. We got the Alliance Super Season, which I don't know if Kabam are pitching as a side quest. It's hard to know what Kabam are pitching for stuff, because this was very much kind of like a tease. And then we've got AQ Setup version 2. Don't know what that's going to mean. But then we've got the new AQ Season, which obviously could mean stuff. And Kabam say, most of it, the game mode economy is going to be sorted out. Like AQ and Loyalty Store are going to be sooner than you might think. But Kabam did say that in September is going to be the super season. Why this is important and why we're going to be going into this particular segment, we're going into lots of things in kind of great detail. Only thing is, Alliance War needs a new map. I'm getting bored of it. Just because it's repetitive. It's a repetitive map that you have to kind of regrind. And it's just be nice to spice things up again. I think Kabam said they're going to reduce down the amount of nodes or some things associated with that. I'm not 100% sure. They did gave that kind of impression. Unfortunately, there was a lot of stuff spoken, which, obviously we've tried to put notes together on stuff and kind of keep you updates on what's going on. But, that's kind of the lay of the land with this stuff. Super Season. Now, Kabam said that there would be a gifting style event. Now, look, what is a gifting style event? What is Alliance-based gifting style event? What the heck could it be? I'm still expecting to see in August, so next month, a Legends event, which has some stuff with it. But September-wise, again, not quite sure what's going on. My theory when Kabam say Alliance gifting-based event is kind of accolades-ish. Do you remember accolades? They were those things that you could send to each other and you got some stuff. Send out accolades cards and you get some crystal shards and the Greater Banquet Crystal. Do I think we're going to be getting Greater Banquet Crystals? No, I do not think we're going to be getting Greater Banquet Crystals. I don't think we're going to get. Not at all. Not a sausage. Not going to be getting it at all, right? But I feel that we might get something similar to that. Accolades, send a card, get some points. All that usual malarkey that you might expect. So that's my kind of theory with that. But some of the other stuff, however, though, it's a bit... look, we'll go into the stores now, talk about the stores a bit. Stores at the moment, the Battleground Store is... Battleground Store, not Battleground Store. The Glory Store, sorry. The Glory Store just seems like it's definitely in need of a... buff. Like a surplus to requirements at the moment. It's just that there's a lot of kind of weird stuff in there. Still don't know why there's such a low volume of tier 5 basic. Tier 6 class catalyst should now start being going in, especially because Kabam have allowed people to inflate their rosters as per the July 4th deals. And yeah, like health on some of our champions now. Look, we're going into like territories now where people got rank 2 7 stars. And what kind of like health are we looking at the moment? I got 50,000 health for my bishop. I'm sure that people have got rank 2s with darn sight more health on their champions. And we're miles away from the likes of Ascension. That's something that wasn't mentioned in any of this kind of roadmap stuff. But I feel that we're at a point now, an impasse, where we need to be starting to see into these stores better revives and health potions. Where are they? Well, they're not there, and that's the thing that's annoying. The same thing that goes with the loyalty store. You go for your glory for AQ. You go with your loyalty for AW. That's kind of that. Each of them serves different things. Boosts are with loyalty. Relic rank up stuff is with glory. So, what else could be added to here? Are we likely to see at some point a 7-star Unstoppable Colossus? I don't know. I don't know if that would be a thing. And if it was there, like, how much would it cost? Like, I'm now concerned. I'm thinking, like, sugars. I should have saved up more of my loyalty rather than burning it on stuff that I nearly started burning a lot of loyalty because I thought, well, I'll spend it on all these rank up stuff. 6-star Awakening Gems pointless because now it's depreciated and devalued. Obviously, I like that word. And the same thing when it comes to 6-star Signature Stones, Tier 3 Alpha, Tier 6 Basic Fragments. Devalued. Excuse me, hiccups. So a lot of stuff is devalued and depreciated. So you kind of go like, well, what's the point to this particular store? We need to see a buff, which I think might be coming. Well, Kabam said it was coming. So the next thing that I think is going to be quite important is relics. How relics factor into the implications of Alliance Wars. Is it going to make it easier for some, not easier for others? I don't really know. The problem is with a lot of the stuff is being as non-spending, free to play, and trying to access better relics, and that can be tough. I mean, look, it does very much pinpoint to you going and doing a lot more battlegrounds, but as well, I do feel that depreciation for relics needs to increase more, just so that players that are free to play that maybe don't do quite as much battlegrounds or like content as well, or have units for deals and other stuff like that, access to better relics just to kind of like improve things. Because I do wonder whether or not there's people in top flat alliances that can't do many battlegrounds, but kind of like relics could be a bit. I mean, relics become a bit of a big deal because of prestige, I'm not sitting on the meatiest of prestige, I must admit. So, look, that's going to become a big factor to it. Is it going to be something of like a great interest for players? Look, I don't know. I really don't know. Relics are a bit of a weird thing with the community. Kabam always kind of like go that, people were very adamant they don't like relics. Well, look, yeah, people don't have to like relics. But the problem is, and Kabam go like, oh yes, you don't have to like relics. What do we put in nodes within Act 8.3? Well, use the relic. And incursions, use the relic. And also like side quest and event quest, use the relic. So it's like, it's just such a weird thing for Kabam at times to say. Oh, yeah, you don't have to like relics, but we've put relic-based stuff in the game, so you have to really interact with it. If you don't, then, hey, your problem, but you don't have to like relics. So, such a weird thing with Kabam, because it's like, it becomes a topic of hypocrisy with what they do. So it's like, hey, don't like relics? Well, don't worry. We haven't put like a stipulation that you have to use them in other bits of content. That's Kabam in a multiverse, parallel universe, doing something that's, that's the right thing to do. But instead, they kind of gone that way. I mean, I don't mind relics. It's just the problem is it's now come to a point where I've been had them kind of like just punched into my brain for like the good part of the last year that you just go, oh, for God's sake, I guess I gotta use these bloody things, and that's really the narrative with it. So it's anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't think there's much to kind of cover. I think we've covered all the points in greater detail. As I said, the reason I've done so many videos on this one, this particular subject of this, is that the things that Kabam covered, they went into greater detail. So even though I might be going, oh, look, they put something on screen and that's something we're reacting to, the problem is they then went and talked about those things. So there was more data and information from that needed to be kind of like put together into something like this to kind of get an idea of going, okay, well, there's all the Alliance Wars stuff. There's all the AQ stuff. There's going to be an Alliance event. There's going to be a sort of Alliance gifting event type thing, whatever that is going to be. There's going to be a lot more buffs and improvements, glory store improvement, loyalty store improvement, relics allowed, new Alliance Wars map, new AQ map as well. So that's something as well that could be, you know, people are pushing that for prestige and stuff. Don't know. We'll have to see. But that has been the video. I think this is the last one of the live stream roadmappy coverage one. I need to get back to doing some of the content I planned. I had a full weekend planned of stuff, grind show, side quest totals, you name it. Now I had to kind of like, you know, sack it off just to kind of like focus on this stuff. But yeah, that's been a video. There may be some other content in and around here, but I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Check out some other content. I'll see you soon. Much love and goodbye.